welcome. We'll gather this morning and I will lead us in meditation. And this morning, I am remembering the Vietnamese monk Thich Nhat Hanh as we practice mindfulness. And I'm going to invite you as we go into the silence to have paper and pencil or a pen, there's some in the seats, available afterwards to write what you get. So we give thanks for this opportunity to come together and to go into the silence, to connect with the divine, and to hear what is ours to do, to receive, to be in love. So I invite you to put your attention in the area of your heart. And as you breathe in, say breathing in. And as you breathe out, say breathing out. Any thoughts, anything that comes forward, because this is the time when all the things you've forgotten, because now you're quiet, are going to come forward. Just thank them. You can write it down if you need to, but thank them and then go back to breathing in and breathing out. And I will start you. Eventually, you'll be so still. Excuse me, you won't be able to say. Excuse me. You won't be able to say breathing in, and you'll just say in and out. But we will start with breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. In and out in the silence. Breathing in and breathing out. Through your heart, breathing in and breathing out. And as we slowly come out, I invite you to grab your pen and paper and write whatever was revealed. And know that you can come into the silence over the holidays, while you're standing online, while you're with family or friends, when you're overwhelmed, anytime. Just put your attention in the area of your heart and focus on your breath to reset and come back into the truth of who you are. As the Master Teacher told us, when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am also. So thank you for your willingness to show up for all of us today, so we may go to our hearts and remember the truth of who we are. And so it is.
yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're older must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. And the years spin by 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town. And they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet too slow, the circle's down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Now the years spin by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur, coming true, there'll be better dreams and plenty before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and those painted ponies go up and down. And we're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels is he dancing with you feel whenever the fairy tale comes? I've looked at love that way. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous song. In excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? La, 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 la. I forgot the words, but it doesn't matter, because we all know the song by heart. La la la's will work just fine. La 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 Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Thank you, Susan, for the musical bridge as I was walking up late. Welcome, everybody, to Rio Grande Center of Spiritual Community. Is that good? Is that okay? All right. We're an integrated CSL and Unity congregation now, and loving it, loving all the extra numbers and the extra vibe and all of the energy that people are bringing, and just loving how all of that is integrating, coming together, melding, blending, and becoming more and better than what it was. If you're joining us online, thank you for being here. I know my sweetie in California is out there looking in somewhere. And if you've got your cell phones, any other clickers, ringers, poppers, beepers, put them under control so that everyone can be present here today. My name's Brian Kurtz. My pronouns are he and him. And I'm just grateful to be here. I've been traveling around and glad to see all the new faces and some older faces, and it's a good thing here this morning. Our musical inspiration is Susan Clark, who's looking great and all Christmassy today. Our tech team, Cheryl, Ray, and Jennifer, and Anjali, who's learning, is getting some slack there. Doug Bowe, our greeter. Food Angels are Mike himself and him today. And the Spirit Bound Bookstore is being staffed by Liz today. Thank you, Liz, for being here and covering that slack. Our practitioners today, Lisa Kerr and Michelle, will be holding the service in consciousness and prayer. Michelle led a wonderful meditation that I got here a little late for, but the vibe was apparent. Thank you for bringing that. Robin will be sharing a reading for the day, and Rev Kamatara will be hosting our celebration and offering an inspirational message today. She'll be rocking the house with her vibe that she brings. And a few more announcements. Let's see, in the bookstore, did I still have it? Yes. Just in time for your last-minute holiday shopping, please go into the bookstore. There's a lot of jewelry marked 20% off. The Spirit Bound bookstore's got a 50% off table. Go check out that table if there's still stuff left. And, get a last-minute gift. Find something for somebody. Oh, yeah, that stocking stuffer or whatever. Just get in there, look around. You might be amazed if you haven't been in there in a while as to what's happening there. Classes coming up. Foundations class with Reverend Gill, Tuesdays, January 14th through March the 18th, 6 to 9 p.m. And if you can't do Tuesday nights, there's Thursday nights, January the 16th, Thursday morning, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's the one I'll be in because I can't do evenings. January the 16th through March the 20th. Roots class, that's Roots of New Thought class with Reverend Kamatara. Thursdays, 6 to 8:30 p.m., January the 16th through March the 20th. And Journey Back to Yourself with Reverend Deb. It's going to be through February the 5th, 6 to 7:30 p.m. And check your bulletins and newsletters. And if you're not getting a bulletin, go to the website and wait for the little thing to drop down in front of you and shake itself in front of you on the website. I love that effect. It's always fun. And keep getting involved. Bring more of you, and we need you to bring you. That's why you're on the planet. So bring the spirit you are, and let's go. And Robin's got an announcement.
Good morning. I do have an announcement. As I'm looking out there, I see many of you who I have not seen at Solid Grounds. What's up with that? You've got to come join us at Solid Grounds. I want to let you know, though, this isn't the week to do it because we're going to be closed. But after that, you don't want to miss our first week back because we're going to have the Watermelon Jug Band. And they are a festive party. I can tell you're a partier over there, right? So you want to come for that. Also, we really want to build up our audience. So we're asking all of you to really tell your friends, tell your people to come on Friday night and have a night out. And, I was thinking, why don't you all just have your own party there, right? It's done. You don't have to pay to come in. We've got snacks, and we've got great entertainment. So have a party, and if you know someone in high places like Reverend Gill or Susan, you might even be able to get a reserved table. So just name drop. And finally, I think that was it, actually. I knew there was 3 things I wanted to say. Well, we just really want to make sure you come and enjoy it, and it's there for you in the community, and we just really would love your support. So, with that said, I am now going to begin service for real. So just anchoring in that vibration. I just want to welcome everyone. Bienvenidos. Me da un gusto estar aquí para ustedes. Nuestra casa es su casa. I'm just glad to welcome you all and invite you into our house. And our house is your house. So as we evoke the Spirit, We just know that the Spirit is in the music, it's in the song, it's in the words that will be spoken, it's in the vibration of the room, the sound of the flowing water, knowing that that flow is Spirit cleansing and allowing us to remember who and whose we are. So we anchor that clarity and that knowingness and that joy of the holiday season. And we just allow ourselves to truly be here now. Embrace the gift that will be spoken today. Embrace the gift that Spirit is giving you, knowing that everything else on your to-do list will be done later on. It'll be taken care of. God's got it. So just anchor and be in the presence, knowing truly that you are the gift. So we just breathe into that and take a moment to be the gift. And anchoring in this heart space, we open our minds and our hearts to the message. And we simply get out of the way and allow it to be. And so it is. Así es. Amen.
I'm going to let you all just remain where you are for this minute. I see your light, I see your beauty, I feel your heart when I see you smile. I see your light, I see your beauty, I feel your heart when I see you smile. You are enough. You are worthy. You are loved just as you are. You are enough. You are worthy. You are loved just as you are. Perfection is just an illusion, right? You are loved. I am loved. see your beauty. I feel your heart when I see you smile. I see your light. I feel your heart. I see your light. I feel your heart. Whew. Okay, service is over. You can all go home. That was, wow, thank you, Susan. That was amazing and a beautiful opening prayer and an amazing meditation. And just take a moment to look around the room. There are so many people here today and people online. We are so blessed to be in this beautiful spiritual community together and to be able to share the journey in the lightness and in the darkness. Very grateful. So welcome to the newly expanded Rio Grande Center of Spiritual Community. Woo, I love that. A place where we honor all names for God, all paths to God, and all experiences of God. My name is Rev Kamatara. My pronouns are she, her, and I am your celebration host and speaker for this morning. And we'd like to start with our spiritual principles that we espouse in this spiritual community. We are anchored in the principles of science of mind, of unity, of new thought, ageless wisdom. So if I were to pick out some of the greatest hits, as it were, we would come up with at least 5 points that we might explore. First, there is only one power in the universe, and it's known by many names, and that each one of us is an expression of that one power, that divine, that Christ within. And number 2, we enhance our awareness of this connection, this expression of the divine, through prayer, meditation, learning, and service. Hence all the announcements before service started, right? This is how we engage and embody. And number 3, we believe that our thoughts are creative, as in we create our experience. So we encourage ourselves and others to be anchored in spiritual truth and principle so we can be mindful about what we are creating and co-creating and doing that in alignment with spiritual principle. And we can tell when we're off. We know. So this is why, again, being in spiritual community is great because we can bring us back to center. And speaking of being off, we know that everything in our life is either an expression of love or a call for love. No exception. So sometimes I'm the one who needs the love. Other times I'm the one who's given the love. A little bit of both and. And finally, each one of us is whole, perfect, and complete, exactly as we are. There may be some thoughts or behaviors or things that are not so bueno at times, but we also know that as we're learning and growing and evolving and doing our best, no matter what that looks like on any given day, we still know there's nothing that we have to add to who we are. There's nothing that we need to rescue, save, or fix. If we are expressions of the one living source, of God, what is there to fix? There's nothing that's less than. And you are and I am worthy of love and respect and every happiness and every joy and every piece of abundance we might experience. And so in this amazing moment, we want to honor you for being here now and to recognize your powerful presence and the gift you are to the world. And if you are here for the first time, we're going to do a blessing right now and know that this is especially for you, but also for those of you that come every week. It's just such a delight to be blessed. So for those of you who feel comfortable, we like to put our hands out. You could rub your hands. You could just know with your heart, love people with your eyes. It's all good. We're going to do a blessing here, and you can repeat after me. We see you.
We see you.
We know who you really are.
We know who you really are.
You are a divine emanation of spirit. You are a divine emanation of spirit. We love you.
We love you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
And we're going to have a congregational song now. Get us warmed up and in the spirit. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Kamatara. I am going to ask you to stand up on this one, if you're able, if you feel like it. If you don't, that's, everything's okay, right? Yeah, all right. Here we go. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Love, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing compassion today. I'm choosing compassion today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing compassion today. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing abundance today. I'm choosing abundance today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing abundance today. We're going to repeat that first verse. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today.
Susan. All right. We're choosing heaven today. So, our reading for today is from The Prophet by Kahil Gibran. Then a woman said, "Speak to us of joy and sorrow." And he answered, "Your joy is your sorrow unmasked, and the self same well from which your laughter rises was oftentimes filled with your tears. And how else can it be? The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Is not the cup that holds your wine the very cup that was burned in the potter's oven? And is not the lute that soothes your spirit the very wood that was hollowed with knives? When you are joyous, look deep into your heart, and you shall find it is only that which has given you sorrow that has given you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Some of you say, joy is greater than sorrow, and others say, nay, sorrow is greater. But I say unto you, they are inseparable. Together they come, and when one sits alone with you at your board, remember that the other is asleep upon your bed. Verily, you are suspended like scales between your sorrow and your joy. Only when you are empty are you at a standstill and balanced. When the treasure keeper lifts you to weigh his gold and his silver, needs must your joy or your sorrow rise or fall.
Thanks for waiting. Everything happens for a reason, but you don't know what you don't know. And you'll never have peace if you don't let go of tomorrow. 'Cause it ain't even faith until your plan falls apart, but you choose to follow. If it doesn't make sense right now, it will when it's over. There will be joy in the morning. There will be joy in the morning. Giving in to your feelings, it's like drowning in the shallows. Or you got to keep believing, even in the middle of the unknown. His grace will be there when you come to the end of your road and you just let it go. It may feel like you're going down now, but the story isn't over. Oh no, 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 no. There will be joy in the morning. There will be joy in the morning. If it's not good, then he's not done. No, he's not done with it yet. There will be joy in the morning. There will be joy in the morning. There will be joy in the morning. If it's not good, then he's not done. No, he's not done with it yet. There will be joy in the morning. 'Cause if it's not good, then he's not done. No, he's not done with it yet. If it's not good, then he's not done. No, he's not done with it yet. If it's not good, then he's not done. No, he's not done with it yet. Hold on to the morning. There will be joy in the morning. There will be joy in the morning. 'Cause if it's not good, then he's not done. No, he's not done with you yet. There will be joy in the morning. There will be joy in the morning. There will be joy in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Susan. That was absolutely stunning. Well, happy holidays to you all the amazing, wonderful, stunning things that are celebrated in great variety and cultures and traditions and all different faiths, and then all just personal things that we celebrate at this time too, and all holding you and wishing you the biggest blessings for all the things that might be difficult right now, and things that might be coming up to be healed, and all the grieving that sometimes happens at this time as well. And just knowing that we are nuanced creatures that can handle joy and pain, and that's cup of sorrow that's also filled with joy at the same time. And I know right now, you know, we're amidst the rampant capitalism that is Christmas. Woohoo! And it can be really overwhelming and get kind of lost, you know, kind of lose some of the deeper meanings. And there are some really beautiful symbols or traditions or things that happen at this time. And I know that Science of Mind and Unity both come from a deeply Christian background. And a lot of you all do too, although not everyone. I'm so thrilled that we have all different faiths in this room and non-faiths and anything you could imagine. That's one of the things I love about the spiritual community, that all people and all faiths are truly welcome, that all pass to God. And I've been thinking a lot about a symbol from my childhood, which is this fabulous thing. Did you have one of these in your house when you were growing up? Perhaps, maybe not. So this is an Advent wreath, and it's actually quite yes, it's nostalgic, but it's also a very meaningful symbol. And so to start with, the concept of a wreath is that it's a circle, and an archetypal symbol, of course, across time, space, culture. Circle typically means infinity, like no beginning, no end, goes on forever. So we've got our infinity happening here. And then, of course, there are candles, which is also a very archetypal symbol, to have light in the darkness, and that it's good, it's knowledge, it's safety, it's warmth, it's divine light shining in us, being the light in the darkness. And then there are 4 candles in an Advent wreath, because it's the 4 weeks that lead up to Christmas. And then some folks put the candle in the middle for Christmas Day. And now we've got some colors going on here. Traditionally, there are 3 purple candles and 1 pink, because weeks 1, 2, and 4 are the repentant weeks during Advent, when we are supposed to repent our sins. And the 3rd week is the joyful week. So that's typically why you might see these colors of candles. And then just the whole concept of Advent. It's this time for really deep contemplation, to turn inward, just like we see with Mother Nature, to go within and to clean house, and to just make room for Christ's light to be able to shine forth in us. But I'd like to call for a little more balance in this symbol. This doesn't quite align with our teaching faith and philosophy in this particular spiritual community, so I'm going to give this a little upgrade. So the first thing I would like to suggest, because I am the queen of my own universe, so I'm going to just suggest this, that instead of 3 weeks of repentance, we could maybe think of some other R words that might be very helpful. Perhaps we could think about reflection. We could think about release. And we could think about, we could also think about realignment with the divine. And the end of the year is a great time to look back in reflection. Absolutely. It's a natural thing to do at this time. And I don't know about you, but 2024 was a pretty rugged year. I feel like I got a discount in 2025. I hope God is listening, because I'm just saying, wow, it's been a rugged year. And so it is a great time to reflect, to release, to realign. Okay, what amends do I need to make with myself, with others, so that way I am free to shine the light of Christ, or the light of the divine love in my heart next year. I'd also like to update the balance of what's here, because this implies that 3/4 of our time should be in reflection and only 1/4 in joy. I vote for more joy. So last week was the 3rd Joyful Sunday, but I am going to dub this the 4th Joyful Sunday in Advent. Whee! Yay! So we have more joy. Wow, this candle even just fell and broke. So God deems it thus. Okay. And I wore my joyful dress just for you. Okay. It's part of the crazy cat lady professional wear. And I know Louisa is rocking it too. If you see the dog, it's also wearing pink and black. It's amazing. So So all about joy, right? What gives us joy? And just to be a little more playful, we do know that all work and no play makes Jack a very dull boy. And if we only dabble with joy just a little bit, then how are we ever going to get the hang of it? In fact, what's with Jack? There's the Jack of all trades, the master of none, right? And then Jack goes up the hill to fetch the pail of water and falls down and breaks his crown. Oh my gosh, just forget Jack. We're going to be more like joy, okay? And we're going to practice being in joy and receiving all the gifts that joy has to offer. So that's what we're going to unwrap this morning. In fact, it does make me think of Paul's letters to the Philippians. And my maiden name was Philippiac. And so I really thought he was writing to me, Paul's letters to the Philippiacs, but it's not right. Okay, Paul's letters to the Philippians, fine. He says, rejoice, rejoice. Again, I say rejoice. And I love that word, rejoice. Never really thought about it before. It's to experience joy all over again. And that's what we're going to be doing this morning. And I think that's part of what makes this season so magical, because we give ourselves permission to experience joy. So what is joy? Now you know I'm going to be whipping out some Brene Brown Atlas of the Heart. You know me by now. It's going to happen. So here we go. Brene Brown, quantitative psychologist, describes joy as a feeling of deep connection, pleasure, and appreciation that comes from within, while happiness is more circumstantial and external. So joy is an inside job of deep connection. In fact, she goes a step further. She says, joy is a positive attitude that comes from feeling connected to yourself. So that's something interesting to work on. If I'm not feeling joy, perhaps I am not connected with myself. How am I disconnected? She also says joy is an intense feeling that can be difficult to articulate because it is a place of vulnerability, beauty, fragility, deep gratitude, and impermanence. Wow, that's like a very textured combination. It's not black or white. It's very nuanced. So it's not easy to articulate, but we know it when we feel it, when we're mindful. So that mindfulness meditation was perfect today. I loved it. So Brene Brown also writes, joy comes from a sustained internal-external relationship that creates fulfillment. So there's that alignment. When my internal and my external are in alignment and it's sustainable, I feel fulfilled. I think that's part of why we're in the spiritual community right now, to feel more fulfillment. So Brown also says that people need both joy and happiness in their lives. She says a person's experience of joy is relative to their capacity for vulnerability and gratitude. And that when joy seems impossible or just too much, to lean into gratitude as a baby step forward into joy. But I think we can handle doing more than a baby step. I am really ready for more than a baby step. In fact, I want to experience so much joy that I just take flight with joy. Are you with me? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to try to go through 3 steps to be able to take flight with joy. And the first thing that we have to do is clear the runway. There's no way the plane's going to take off. If there's all sorts of obstacles and stuff in the way, it's just not even going to happen. You can't even get there, right? So can you consider, is there anything right now that might be blocking your joy? So let's do a little thought experiment. Take a moment to think of one thing that gives you joy. Like every time you either see it, do it, experience it, or that person or whatever it is, like winner, winner, chicken dinner, joy every time. Think of that right now. Oh my gosh, did you feel the energy in the room just change? And like everyone's faces just, little smiles and glows and rosy cheeks, and there's like glitter shooting out of your head. It was amazing. Oh my gosh. So now here's the question. How often do you get to experience that? And is anything stopping you from experiencing that? Are you too busy? Don't tell anyone. Okay. Is it not a priority? Maybe it doesn't feel justified as we hustle for our worth, to use another Brene Brown phrase. It's not as valued in society. The puritanical work ethic, if you're not, miserable and nose to the grindstone and blood from a stone, you're doing it wrong, right? We know that's just hogwash, my goodness. So could we let that go? There's something for release and realignment. Another obstacle could be, well, people won't take me seriously if I'm joyful. I know that one. I have a lot of people who treat me like I am young, dumb, foolish, and don't know what's going on just because I'm happy. I am sincerely happy to see you. I am not faking this. This is real. This is me. So, and I am smart and I do know what's going on. I choose to be happy. It doesn't mean I'm dumb. So it is tricky when people don't take me seriously, although they rue the day they don't take me seriously, because I always come back around and here I am. So it all comes out in the wash. But here's a deeper question, another obstacle perhaps. Am I not experiencing joy because perhaps I think I'm not worthy? I'm not good enough. I don't deserve. Any kind of false and limiting beliefs that might be blocking me from allowing the joy to be in. Do I deserve to experience joy? And I know if you were talking about your best friend, you'd be like, yes, you totally deserve to be joy. Okay, so now I'm telling you, don't talk about my friend like that, right? When you start to tear yourself down, you can't talk to your friend like that. Okay, you deserve to experience joy. So go back now in your mind to what gives you joy and feel that in your heart. And just mentally, can you clear the runway for you to be able to get to that joy now or this week? Just like imagine it in your mind like you've got your little broom and you're sweeping it, or you've got, the leaf blower, or maybe you want the laser beams from Star Wars that's going to obliterate the mountain that's in your way. Like, find an image. Clear it away. The obstacles are gone. The runway is clear. So here's the second thing that you need before you can take flight with joy. You got to have permission to take off. Right? The pilot can't take off unless they have permission. And think of all the times we don't give ourselves permission to have the experience of joy. Well, this is very serious. This whole thing that I'm doing is serious, so we can't have any joy in the room. It's not allowed. And think about how helpful it would be to do those serious things if joy were allowed in the room. I work for an anti-poverty organization. It's very serious. There's some heavy lifting that goes on, and it really impacts our hearts and minds. So we start every meeting with a new and good, that we each get to share one thing that is both new and good because it lifts our souls. It's joyous, it's happy, it's life-affirming, it's assets-based, it's beautiful. And then we get to know each other in these lovely, delicious ways. So that way, when it is hard, we can go back, like we've poured that foundation of joy and beauty and appreciation and gratitude. And then we can do that serious work. I also know in different relationships I've had, that when I come in and I'm all joyful, then that person who can't handle it will slash my tires or rain on my parade. And maybe you've had that experience too. And then I think, oh, well, then I'm just not going to share that with you. Like, I guess if I'm joyful, I just need to keep it to myself. So I really, my hand got smacked a lot when I would come in and be all joyful. So then I wouldn't give myself permission because I didn't want to have that experience. I don't want people to tear me down, or other people are resentful because they're having a bad time, so I should have a bad time. Misery loves company? No. Wow. And I can honor what you may be experiencing and still feel the joy that I'm feeling, because we are nuanced creatures and we can handle more than one emotion at the same time. It doesn't diminish what's going on. So really standing in our joy, giving ourselves permission. I do deserve joy. I can stand in it. And I get it. It's easy to feel guilty in dark times. Other people may be suffering, and I'm experiencing joy. But again, I say, that is the time when we need it most. This has been a really rugged semester for me, but some of the most beautiful things that I've ever done have also happened this semester, like being able to sing with Opera Southwest and Madame Butterfly, and singing with the New Mexico Symphonic Chorus, and playing piano for children's choir, and like all sorts of sweetness helped me to put my pants on and go out of the house and go do this beautiful thing. And it kept me going in those dark times. So it's really important to I gave myself permission to have that slice of joy. Can you give yourself permission to have that joy? So now the runway is clear. You've got permission for takeoff. And so here's the biggest challenge. Can you actually enjoy the full flight of joy? Now you're in it. Can you look out the windows? And can you, have your little nuts and your little drink, and it's all wonderful, and just like, wow, and revel in the wonder and joy, like a little kid having a first airplane ride, just to really savor it. Don't curtail it, don't cut it short, don't wait for the other shoe to drop. I know you do that, I do that too. Can you just glide on the currents that uplift your soul? Can you recognize when you're in it and then just ride with it? So think about it. When's the last time that you sincerely guffawed? I love that word, guffaw. I mean, really, like spit Pepsi through your nose, belly, laughing, ugly, tears, crazy in it. Like, really? How long has it been? Right. Or like, when's the last time that you danced in the kitchen while you were cooking? Or sang a song at the top of your lungs in the shower? I was driving the other day, and the person in the car in front of me was just having a great time at the stoplight, singing, and the whole car was bouncing. I'm like, wow. It was like, that joy was just infectious. I loved it. So like, feeling that wave of joy from head to toe, like when you see a certain person, or that beautiful puppy, or whatever it is or sitting back at a glorious concert and just letting it wash over you and think, this is it. I am so blessed. There's nothing that has to be cut short about that. Let it ride. So can you fully appreciate it and recognize it and offer gratitude? In fact, I went to River of Lights this weekend, Thursday, the big light display at the biopark. If you haven't gone, you need to go. It is magical. And it was wild when we went, because in the past I've always gone with my family, and this time I happened to go with friends. And it was a totally different experience. And there was one person in the group who was taking photos and was just marveling at every single piece of River of Lights. So I'm not kidding, like every 5 steps we're like, oh, we gotta stop because she's taking pictures. And we take 5 more steps and we're like, oh, we gotta stop. She's taking pictures. And the angles and the cropping and all the things you can do on your phone. And at first I was like, my goodness, what? Wow. But then I was like, wait a minute. She just gave herself permission to have the full flight of this experience, to like see everything and to really, angle in. And because she slowed down, I slowed down. I saw things I have never seen before at River of Lights, and I have gone for, 20 years. So it was amazing. I had such a good time because we slowed down and just savored the whole beautiful thing. It was amazing. I challenge you to do that. Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science, says life is not just something to be endured. It is to be lived in joy, in a fullness without limit. And Howard Thurman, also in New Thought History, so take Roots class because it'll be awesome. Okay. Whatever may be the tensions and the stresses of a particular day, there is always lurking close at hand the trailing beauty of forgotten joy and unremembered peace. So can you see the trailing joy that's right there? Can you remember the unremembered peace? Can you contemplate what gives you joy? What may be blocking that experience of joy? And then can you give yourself permission to experience that joy, to slow down and savor it? That's the challenge for our holiday season, especially in the hustle and bustle and madness that happens at the end of the year and the turn of the new year. But we could practice it right now. And then could we make joy our resolution for the whole year in 2025? I'm in it to win it. It's all about joy. So we're going to shift into some prayer time, and I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to do some candle lighting, and then I'm going to read a prayer from Ernest Holmes that really kind of captures this moment. So I'm going to ask the ministers and practitioners if you will surround the room, and this is a beautiful sign of the arms of the divine around you, just like you're the candles in the Advent wreath. All right. And Susan, if you want to play some music, thank you. It makes it so precious. So I'm going to, as I light the candles, I do have a reading from Howard Thurman. And I'm going to light all 4 candles because this is the 4th week of Advent. Okay. And we know that the light of the divine is always lit, just waiting to be seen and recognized. I will light candles this Christmas, candles of joy despite the sadness, candles of hope where despair keeps watch, candles of courage where fear is ever present, candles of peace for the tempest-tossed days, candles of grace to ease the heavy burdens, candles of love to inspire all my living, and candles that will burn all year long. And a prayer by Ernest Holmes. I know there is a power for good which is responding to me and bringing into me my experience, everything that is necessary to my unfoldment, to my happiness, to my peace, to my health, and to my success. I know that there is a power for good that enables me to help others and to bless the whole world. And so I say quietly to myself, and if you know this phrase, you can say it with me. There is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. And that life is my life now. It is flowing through me and circulating in me. I am one with its rhythm. My heart beats with the pulsation of the universe in serenity, in peace, and in joy. My whole physical being is animated by the divine spirit, and if there is anything in it that does not belong, it is cast out because there is only one perfect life in me now. And I say to myself, I am daily guided so that I shall know what to do under every circumstance, in every situation. Divine intelligence guides me in love, in joy, and complete self-expression. Desiring that the law of good alone shall control me, I bless and prosper everything I am doing. I multiply every activity. I accept and expect happiness and complete success. Recognizing that I am one with all people, I affirm that there is a silent power flowing through me and them, which blesses and heals and prospers and makes happy and glad their pathway, and realizing that the world is made up of people like me. I bless the world and affirm that it shall come under the divine government of good, under the divine providence of love, and under the divine leadership of the supreme intelligence. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. And so it is. And just as the smoke rises up, we know that we're sending all our prayers up to the divine, to the Great Spirit. All right. Thank you, practitioners and ministers. Now it's time for some more music. Thank you, Susan.
There's a light, there's a light in the darkness, and the black of the night cannot harm us. We can trust, not to fear, for our comfort is near. There's a light, there's a light in the darkness. It will rain, it will rain in the desert, in the cracks of the plain. There's a treasure, like the thirst of the seed. We will wait and we believe it will rain, it will rain in the desert. We will fly, we will fly, we will let go. To this world we will die, but our hearts know we'll see more on that side when the door opens wide. We will fly, we will fly, we will fly, we will fly. We will all go.
And isn't that how Spirit works, Susan? Because she said, what songs do you want? And I said, oh, you know, joy and light. And then that song is about flying. And there it is.
One mind.
Yes, one mind, one heart, one love. I love it. All right, well, now is our time to share our abundance. So for those of you joining us online, there are multiple ways to give. Your offerings and donations, they're scrolling across the screen. And actually, even if you're in the seats and you want to text to give, you'll have access to that too. And those present in the center, we've got the baskets up here on the platform. So we really appreciate all that you can offer. The offerings are very essential to our ministries, and so we're appreciative of everything that you can share with us, monetarily very helpful, and then also engaging with your community. You know, having lunch in the social hall and signing up for classes and coming to Solid Grounds and all the ways that we engage and uplift each other. So take a moment to place your gift on your heart and to say the giving affirmation with me. I am abundant, and I give from my abundance. I am prosperous, and I give from my prosperity. I am blessed, and I give from my blessings of spirit are as abundant as the stars, and so I give and receive generously, and so it is.
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, Amen. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say, Amen. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say,
And please help me in blessing these offerings. Thank you, sweet Spirit, for these and all your gifts. We are grateful for the provisions, for all our ministry needs, and more. We are thankful for the infinite abundance in the universe, for our good health, for our friends and family, for this spiritual community, the Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living and Unity, especially for the opportunity to express our love and appreciation for each other. And in this moment of gratitude, we allow ourselves to appreciate the abundance and prosperity that comes to this spiritual community center. Each gift and giver is blessed and valued, and we now declare that each person's peacefulness, joy, and abundance is increased 1,000-fold. So please join me in anchoring this prayer, and so it is. Thank you.
Wow. Are you feeling filled? Yeah. And joyful. And I'm glad you brought that up, because what came up for me with Kamatara's talk is, what comes up for you when you hear the word prayer? Just hold it in your head. And are we willing to, whatever that is, either increase the joy that came up or let go of anything that feels like beseeching or old or any of that? And that's what our practitioners are here to do with you. So when we think about releasing and realigning and regrouping, and we're here to reaffirm the good in you, the spirit in you. So if you want to clear the runway, And if you'd like permission to take flight, meet us in the prayer garden. And we will definitely affirm who you are, what you are, and what you've come to be, and know with you the truth of your being. And that's what we're here to do. You don't have to have a problem, a worry. You just have to be ready for the glitter to come out of your head. So join us in the prayer garden. I also want to remind you that whatever you're celebrating, please join us over in the social hall for some food and celebrate the joys of the season, Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and all Christmas and all Saints Day, all of them, everything. And some birthdays in there. Just come celebrate. We like to party. That's who we are. So do that. And you have an opportunity on Christmas Eve where Rev Deb and Rev Gil will be doing the Christmas Eve service, and we'd love to see you here at 7 o'clock. And that will be a joyous thing. And there's also a birthday happening on that night of our beloved Sue Clump. So it's even a more joyous time. So come and celebrate with us. And finally, I remembered what I forgot in the first thing. So let me just tell you, I want to let you know that also at Solid Grounds, I know out there are some storytellers, some writers, some poets that we haven't heard from. And we're going to be doing a poetry storytelling night with an open mic. And this is in the 5th Sunday in January. So I just want you to start to get your courage up and get ready to come share with us, because we'd love to have you there. All right. And with that, we're ready for our affirmation. We're ready for our affirmation and our closing song by the amazing Susan Clark.
Thanks, Robin. I'm going to have you stand on this one as well, if you would, if you want to. And if you want to hold hands, you can try to do that. Or if you would like a contact experience, just put your hand over your heart, and we will honor that as well. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now, right now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous life. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And our affirmation for today, I am the light in the darkness. I am the light in the darkness. Woo, shine forth.